Yo, what is going on, you guys? So today I'm bringing guys a brand new sports cards video. In today's video, I will be showing you guys how to invest in basketball cards in August 2020, how I plan to make a lot of money this month, just, banking off the NBA playoffs and all the other sports that are on right now. But before we get into that, I do want to say, as you guys know, I have my sports card invest membership program where I basically show you guys weekly reports of 10 cards I believe will go up, 10 cards I believe will go down, and then 3 long-term underground NBA investments. So if you guys would be interested, link will be down below. We have made a lot of money. Some of our biggest investments, Kristaps, a lot of other guys who have been playing very well. De'Aaron Fox has been huge. He just had a 39-point night last night. And then Kristaps also went off last night. So definitely our investments are doing very well right now. Another guy's Derek White. He's been on my list for many weekly reports, and he just dropped 26 points last night. DeMar DeRozan's another guy. I'm posting a lot about my picks on Instagram at SportsCardInvest of picks I made in the past on my weekly reports, and pretty much all of them have ended up going quite well so far. So if you guys would like to join in, make some money with us, link will be down below. Use code YouTube for 10% off at checkout. And yeah, thank you guys so much for all the support. We recently hit 550 Sports Card Invest members, which I want to thank you guys so much for. Obviously I can't run it without you guys supporting me, and I really appreciate that, and I'm really happy to say that I've made a lot of people a lot of money with my membership program. But without further ado, we're gonna hop right into this video. So my sort of baseline strategy is to find guys that have the possibility of having a crazy game, right? We saw what happened to Ball's Prisms, right? So as he, went off and had a very good game, his prisms just went skyrocketing, right? So basically what that shows me about the market is how fragile it is, right? One guy has a crazy game and a hype train starts and jumps onto that player. So there's definitely, a lot to be made just, predicting guys who will have a crazy game. Now, certainly there are guys who have the potential, such as Devin Booker is one guy who I think, has the possibility. He played very well yesterday, but he has the possibility, right, to absolutely go off for 60 points. There's other guys like Damian Lillard who have the possibility. His select rookies I really like. I think Lillard has the possibility to go off and have a 60-point game, have a 55-point game, which will absolutely, if you guys saw what happened to Ball after one crazy game, you would expect if Lillard had a crazy game, his prices would go absolutely nuts. And let alone if it's someone like LeBron, Anthony Davis. I know those guys are a little bit more out of touch, but like Kristaps Porzingis is another great example, right? He played extremely well yesterday, and if he goes off and has a crazy game, his prices could see a huge increase because I genuinely believe they're very underpriced right now. Kristaps, his pop report is quite low on 2015 Prism. 2015 Prism was not printed a lot, which, makes me feel if there's other guys with less, potential and stuff that are going for a lot of money, right, then Kristaps, who has, a ton of potential playing alongside Luka Doncic with a very low pop, maybe his prices should be higher. And if he has a crazy, 40-point game or 35-point game, I know I'm talking like it's nothing, but, these guys have the potential. If you play 20 games, you have the potential to drop 20, 30 to 40 points in one game. So definitely, looking at guys who have that potential to just pop off and skyrocket. Another quite safe investment for this, I guess, like near in this month, right, in August, I think Ja Morant's a very good option because he's going to have some crazy games. He's going to be in the playoff contention, possibly play in a playoff play-in series versus Zion Williamson for the 8th spot. And third of all, he's going to win Rookie of the Year, basically, because they're not counting these whole playoffs for Rookie of the Year. So that means Zion's only played 19 games, so Ja Morant's pretty much a lock for Rookie of the Year, which is going to increase his prices, I feel, a lot. So definitely, Ja Morant's another guy. There's so many guys who I think have the potential to have crazy games. James Harden is someone who we saw it yesterday. He went off for 23 points in the first quarter. We could definitely see, if Harden has a 60-point game, I wonder where his prices are gonna go. They already went up a lot yesterday, but they could also go up quite a lot more, I feel. So definitely just looking at guys like this, the hype is through the roof on Harden right now. I wish I did not sell off on my Harden, but nonetheless, I really think, he's one guy who can potentially drop 60 points on any given night. And if he plays, I don't know, 20, 30 games until they get knocked out, maybe not that much, but whatever it is, right? If Harden has some crazy games, he could go up in price a lot. So definitely just trying to find the next guy who will have, a breakout game. I really believe in, Derek White. As you guys know, he had a very good game yesterday, but I think Derek White has the potential, and I think he will, continue to have some crazy 25-point games. Derek White is some guy who I've really liked, and under Greg Popovich, I like a lot of players because he knows how to develop young players. He's probably one of the best at developing players into what they are now, such as Kawhi Leonard and other guys who came to the Spurs, could barely play, and then, as they left the Spurs, they were very good players. So I think Derek White is one guy, very low risk, very high reward if he can continue to play at this level. And there's quite a few others, just really trying to, my strategy for, I guess, August is just finding guys who will have the breakout games. And with, everyone quarantined, all this stuff, everyone's watching and everyone wants to find the new guy who will have a breakout game. Brandon Clark, for example, played very well yesterday. So Brandon Clark's another guy. Jaren Jackson Jr., not to mention. Jaren Jackson Jr. had a very good game, and just finding the next guy who will have that crazy game. Jaren Jackson Jr.'s prices have gone absolutely insane. As of yesterday, as you guys can see, literally, his prices went up a good 20 to 40% in one day from one good game. So you can only imagine all the other guys who will have good games and who have not had very good games as of yet. Ja Morant did not play too well. Jason Tatum's a guy who played pretty bad. He played really bad yesterday. He only had 5 points on 2 for 18 shooting. So now may be a good time, because if he goes off for 40 points next game, his prices could go up. So just always looking day by day to flip cards is a great, way to really build your money right now. I definitely like a lot of guys after they have a bad game, and then next game, if they have a good game, they go up in price. We've seen what happens to players when they have a good game, like Jaren Jackson Jr. and other guys, like Ball is a prime example. So just looking out for the next guy. DeAndre Ayton had a very good game yesterday as well. So his cards have gone up a lot. So really just finding the next guy to go up. I think there's quite a few, people who I think will have some crazy games. Donovan Mitchell is one of them. I think Jimmy Butler as well will have some crazy games because he's, a proven superstar. I really like the Heat. I said PSA 2012, Prism 2012, but I really like the Heat. I think he will have some big games for them. And there's, I have a quite big list. On my weekly report this week, I do have quite a few guys who, some cards, PSA 10s have gone absolutely crazy. PSA 9s are lagging. Such as I found 3 or 4 cards on this week's weekly report that will release on Monday to my members, of guys whose PSA 9s are 1/7 the price of a PSA 10, of the same PSA 10. So that's definitely some crazy ways to make easy money. Just looking for cards, if you can find their PSA 9s for, 1/10 the price of a PSA 10, or 1/7, 1/6, they will eventually flatten out and, correct itself and go to 1/3 or 1/4 like it should be. So I've got quite a few picks this week. If you guys are interested, once again, link down below. Use code YouTube for 10% off. Other than that, I really hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I'm out. Peace.